Imagine if your brain held a unique signature, a fingerprint of sorts, that could reveal whether you recognize certain information or not. This is the mysterious world of brain fingerprinting. In the simplest of terms, brain fingerprinting is like a signature that each brain leaves behind when it processes familiar information. It's a scientific technique that hinges on our brain's natural response to stimuli, be it images, words, or even sounds. Think of it this way. Our brains are like intricate machines, each churning out its own unique pattern of responses when exposed to information it recognizes. This pattern is what we refer to as a brain fingerprint. Just as no two human fingerprints are alike, no two brain fingerprints are exactly the same either. And this, my friends, is the fascinating essence of brain fingerprinting. Now that we've grasped the concept, it's time to delve into how this fascinating process works. The magic of brain fingerprinting lies in its ability to measure and interpret the brain's responses. The process is surprisingly simple yet incredibly profound. It all begins with the use of an electroencephalogram, or EEG, a machine that measures brain activity. The subject is presented with a series of stimuli, which could be images, words, or sounds. These stimuli are carefully selected to be either familiar or unfamiliar to the individual. Here's where the intrigue deepens. The brain reacts differently to stimuli based on its familiarity. When the brain recognizes something familiar, it generates a specific electrical response. This response is distinct and different from the one produced when the brain encounters unfamiliar information. The EEG machine captures these responses, creating a sort of fingerprint of the brain's activity. Imagine, for example, showing someone a picture of a crime scene. If the person recognizes the scene, their brain will generate a different response than if the scene is unfamiliar to them. This difference in brain response can provide valuable insights, potentially aiding in criminal investigations. But the process doesn't stop there. The data collected from the EEG is then analyzed using advanced algorithms to determine whether the individual's brain recognized the stimuli or not. This is how brain fingerprinting can reveal a wealth of information hidden deep within our minds. Isn't it fascinating how our brains can respond so differently to familiar and unfamiliar stimuli? Now, let's explore some real-life applications of this technology. From solving crimes to enhancing security measures, brain fingerprinting has a wide range of intriguing applications. Let's dive into some of them. In the realm of forensic investigations, brain fingerprinting can be a game changer. Imagine detectives being able to determine whether a suspect recognizes crime-related details that only the perpetrator would know. By measuring the brain's response to these details, investigators can garner crucial evidence that could lead to the truth. But the applications of brain fingerprinting don't stop there. In security screenings, this technology could revolutionize the way we ensure safety. Airport security, for instance, could use brain fingerprinting to identify threats before they become realities. By revealing whether an individual recognizes information linked to terrorist activities, it could help pinpoint potential threats in a way that traditional security measures can't. Even the field of marketing research can benefit from brain fingerprinting. By understanding how consumers' brains respond to different products or advertisements, companies can tailor their strategies to better resonate with their target audiences. This could lead to more effective marketing campaigns and, ultimately, higher sales. From the courtroom to the airport, from market research firms to secret service agencies, brain fingerprinting holds immense promise. It's like a secret window into the human brain, providing insights that were once unthinkable. The potential uses of brain fingerprinting are vast, but what's the science behind this extraordinary technique? To truly understand the power of brain fingerprinting, we need to delve into the neuroscience that makes it possible. Let's start with the basics. Memory encoding and retrieval are fundamental processes in our brain. When we experience something, our brain encodes that information, storing it as a unique pattern of brain activity. Later, when we encounter a familiar stimulus, our brain retrieves that pattern, producing a distinct response. This is where brain fingerprinting comes into play. It taps into this process of memory retrieval. By presenting stimuli to a person, like pictures or words, it measures the brain's reactions. If the stimulus is familiar, the brain will produce a specific response that can be detected by an electroencephalogram or EEG machine. This response is the fingerprint that reveals whether the information is known to the person. While the science is fascinating, it's crucial to also consider the ethical implications of such a powerful tool. With great power comes great responsibility, and brain fingerprinting is no exception. As we delve into the ethical implications of this groundbreaking technology, we must tread with caution. The power to map brain responses to stimuli opens a Pandora's box of privacy concerns. Imagine if your deepest secrets, your most intimate thoughts, were laid bare for all to see. This is the potential threat posed by the misuse of brain fingerprinting. Furthermore, the technology is not infallible. False positives and negatives can occur, potentially leading to wrongful accusations or convictions. This is why it is crucial to ensure checks and balances are in place, to prevent misuse and uphold the integrity of the justice system. As we grapple with these ethical dilemmas, it is critical that we strike a balance between the promise of enhanced security that brain fingerprinting offers and the preservation of individual rights. Brain fingerprinting, a powerful tool with immense potential, yet one that demands careful ethical consideration.